I appreciate y'all, man.
Of course. Yeah.
That's gonna be a good game, though. I can't even lie. Who else we got? Jason and the other guards.
Virgos, yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a good game. Welcome back to Coach Red Bigger Than Basketball podcast, hosted, sponsored by ADG, man Sean White, Sally O over there. Well, today I got three special young men here. They all played for me throughout their lives and growing up, so I really appreciate y'all coming out. We got Talib Martin, Malcolm Ford Jr., and Jack Clancy here, St. Peter's High School. So just came to sit down and talk to them about opening night and how this season is coming about. I'm actually interested in coming to the game for the first time in 12 years or whatever. So down to see what's going on in that building, you know? So first off, I want to say I'm actually really proud of all y'all young men. Like I said, Talib, I've known you since you was born. I've known your whole family. I actually had the pleasure of coaching all of your brothers and actually playing with your oldest brother, which is Phil. And MJ, I remember I coached your brother and Brother Mello won a championship out there. You was a little baby. Remember that? You was a little thing out there though, but you grown up to be a nice young man, respectful young man, solid basketball player, you know. But good luck this year though, man. You know what I'm saying? And Jack Clancy, I had the pleasure. It's funny how I met Clancy. I used to coach Chris Clancy. His brother played for St. Peter's as well. But when I used to coach CYO at St. Peter's, St. Paul's, I was coaching preseason game at Moore. You know, so this is my first year coaching CYO. I don't know how they're going. Look at Coach Red. Y'all know Coach Red yell and he carry on or whatever. I changed though now, you know, so I did change. That's why I don't coach anymore. So during the preseason game, I'm watching the other team and I see this kid, number 12. He didn't miss. So I'm like, who is this kid that not miss? So I ain't saying nothing. So I walked past him and I said to him, you don't miss? He looked me dead in my eyes and said, nope. And I was like, all right, whatever. And he didn't miss. So during the game, it was a preseason game, they beat us, and he was killing. It was a guy next to our bench cheering for the other team. You know, Coach Red. Listen, sir, if you want to cheer for the other team, you could go on the other side, no disrespect, da-da-da. Then I went to the scores table, and there was a lady there, and I said, excuse me, miss, could you tell me how much number 12 got? And she said 26. And I said, wow, he's some player, huh? She said, yeah, he's really good. Come to find out that was his mom. And that was your dad that I had that awkward encounter with. But now it's family, you know what I'm saying? So that was interesting. Do you know that your brother never lost on Staten Island? Did you know that?
Yeah, he never lost a game.
He never lost a game on Staten Island. And I mean, that goes from like elementary, CYO, high school. He has, 3 championships? 4?
Yeah, he never lost the island championship, won every single one.
Shout out to Chris Clancy. That's my guy right there. I have a couple questions I want to ask. What do y'all have to do to win 7 or 8 straight? Y'all won so many championships, I can't keep count. But what do y'all have to do to win, I guess, 7 straight championships this year? Talib, we're going to start with you, then we're going to go down.
I feel like we just got to play together. You know, it's a way different team this year, so 5 starters that left. We just got to play together. We got to lock down on defense. That's the main part of it. Because we're small, we got to be gritty and tough. So, and the offense gonna come to us. You know, we got 3 of us, great scorers, but defense is really where it's at.
So first, to win 7 chips, I think that it all starts in practice. Um, First, when we walk into practice, how we handle practice, how we take care of business in practice, how hard we go in practice. It all starts with that, and that will take us as far as we go in the season, and that'll get us a long way of getting to number 7 this year. So. Yeah, definitely. Just going off what Talib said, defense definitely got to be really gritty. Intensity's always got to be there. We're definitely small. We got to get rebounds, all that. But, 7 chips in a row just doesn't come to us just like that. It's what we do in the gym, what we do in practice. Just like MJ said, we go hard every day. Coach Woods gets us better every day. Always going hard.
Did y'all know that Woods actually? Did Woods win the Jakes? I think Woods. He won the Jakes. Staten Island Championship. He been there, I want to say 3 years. So shout out to Coach Woods, and he's doing a great job at Peters. Getting y'all guys ready and winning back-to-back chips. He's trying to come for Coach Gannon's spot, but whatever. The next question I got is, a lot of people and coaches and basketball talk, like you said, Talib, you're losing 5 starters. So, like, you're losing Kadir Martin, you're losing the Jalen Munsons, you're losing the Mikey Spitzos. MJ, you came on the later half of the season, but, like, what do y'all have to say to the critics who may say, oh, nah, Peters is done. Nah, their time is up because they don't have the Kadir Martins, because they don't got the Jalen Munsons, because they don't have the Mikey Spitzer?
We're just gonna have to find out. We've been working hard every day in the gym, so I think we're gonna be ready for this year to not only compete for the Staten Island championship, but the city championship. And we're just gonna have to find out this year that we're still in the same St. Peter's that won 6 Staten Island championships in a row. So,
At the end of the day, everything still has to go through us. Yeah, I definitely feel like, losing 5 seniors is a lot, but everybody's counting us out right now, but we got a lot of talent on our team. They're definitely going to see that this year.
Who on your team that you would say, like, is like he would do like the little things for you that nobody's, like, going under the radar that nobody's talking to? I know about Salud, but name somebody else on the team that nobody probably won't know about.
I would say Sal. He was a big man last year. He won the MVP in the JV championship. He had a big game that game. And he's just always doing the little things. He's always in the right spot at the right time, always getting rebounds for us. I would definitely say him. I would have to go with my boy Dem. The way he carries himself in practice, the way he plays, the way he's a really good shooter. I think he's going to be big time for us this year. He's a really good really good person to be around. It's fun to play with him and to teach him things that he didn't know last year, because going from JV to varsity is a really big difference. So teaching him the ways, and it's just a really big thing for me, and I love that for us and the team.
I would say Aiden Schmidt. Last year he didn't really play that much because of our depth, but last year I think he was the hardest working person in the gym, in practice, and even if he got like 2 minutes in the game, he was working mad hard. So he does all the gritty things, like mad steals, very defensive player. He's a great shooter. So I think, like, people need to start talking, and they're gonna see this season that he's gonna have a big senior year for us.
I think Smith, I think he played in one of my events this summer, if I'm not mistaken. Shooter, right? Mm-hmm. Got some height on him. I think I know who you're talking about. Good luck this year, Smith. With so much talent at Peters, who takes the last shot between y'all? Between y'all three? I want to know, because I know you want the shot, I know you want the shot, and I know you want the shot. So, like, who would take the last shot? Talib?
Whoever's playing the best.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I just think whoever's like has the groove during the game, whoever got it
Especially-
going during the game, is just gonna
fourth
take the
quarter.
last shot. You know, it's we're a team. We're a team. So whoever's hot at the end, doing their thing, I'm gonna give them the shot. You know, I'll take that chance. I'll take that bet that they're gonna make it too because I have trust in both of these guys that anything that will happen that it'll everything will fall through.
Those are political answers. Because let me tell you something about these kids. They all want to take that last shot. So that's a good answer. Trust me. I know Talib want the ball. I know MJ want the ball. And I know Clancy want the ball. So that's good. That's good. Last shot. Who take that last shot? That's like as a see that it's like I wouldn't want to be Coach Woods in that situation because like what do you draw up?
It also depends on like, we need a three. Obviously, he's gonna take the last shot. Like
So it all depends on what's going on in the game. Like if we're down two, then it could be either one of those, you know. But if it's a three, he's obviously like more percentage, high percentage shot. So we'll give it to him. Give him that chance.
Do Coach Woods yell like Coach Red, or is it different type of yelling and screaming, or is it the same?
he yells, but like he'll also correct you. Like he'll yell to motivate you, but like you mess up, like you gotta be held accountable for it. So, but he's always on level 10. Like he's always
practice.
yelling. Yeah, very energetic person, and it gets us. That's why we're greedy because we always have that energy.
Do any of y'all know who St. Peter's all-time leading scorer is in school history?
Is it Greg Padre?
Greg Pedro?
Pedro?
Is it Steve? Is Steven Mitchell?
Steve Mitchell. Steve
Yeah,
Mitchell.
it was either one of those two. That was
Steve Mitchell. Shout out to Steve Mitchell. He played actually. You didn't know that, Jack.
It's up on the right side of the gym though. I know
Is
where
it?
it is.
Yeah, you gotta go in there and look at that. Steve Mitchell. He played my years at St. Peter's from the Harbor, and he was a great player. He played 4 years varsity there. Steve Mitchell was tough. He was like that. He really was. So shout out to Steve Mitchell. What advice? Y'all have a freshman on the team this year. Mm-hmm. What advice do you give him, far as like as a big brother role since I've been on the team and stuff like that? What advice do you give the young fella?
Well, I mean, last year we had to live as a freshman, so we had to teach him the ropes, show him how to practice, how to things get done in the high school level and the varsity level. So it's not easy. It's not really something that you can just learn and adapt to that quickly. It takes time. So every single day, we're just teaching him the ways, showing him how to do it, how to do the drills correctly, how to play the right way, and it's all gonna come over time for him. You know.
I would just say trust the process. Just like what MJ said, like nothing's gonna just come to you right away. You gotta just trust it. Trust what Coach Woods is trying to tell you. And trust what we're telling you. Just trying to correct everything that you do. You're only a freshman. You haven't even started this season, so you got four more years being there. He's gonna be a solid player.
Well, first of all, I try to put myself in his shoes because last year, I was a freshman on varsity. So, and he's only the third freshman ever at St. Peter's to be on varsity. So, I just try to tell him trust the process. I was struggling at first last year too, because he has to learn. He has to learn everything. He has to learn plays, drills, just like basketball. So, he has a great motor. He's gonna be good for us. He's gonna get some minutes. Yeah, just have to trust the process.
How's my boy Noah doing? Are y'all looking after my boy Noah? Noah's my guy, man. Make sure y'all look after Noah, man. Please make sure y'all look after Noah. I was curious because I'm not a head coach, but me personally, I'm taking Noah on varsity, whatever. What is practice like for y'all on a day-to-day basis that nobody may not know?
It's very high pace.
Yeah.
we're doing a lot of conditioning, whether it's not just running, but like conditioning meaning like drills where you have to run up and down the court multiple times, like 3-man weave, like stuff like that. And it's mostly defense because they're defensive coaches. They understand that like offense is gonna come, but they're defense first, very energetic. Always talking. Yeah, defense, defense, defense.
So as you guys know, like our offense is fast paced. So that's basically what we do all practice. Everything is just fast paced. Like Taylor was saying. Um, it's just mostly they're big time. They're big on defense. Um, very big on defense, and they want us to just push the like play fast pace and just everything is just passion with them. Very passionate.
I would definitely say really energetic. They're always bringing energy right from the start. Right, like our first drill, the first drill we do, right from the start, energy, really high intensity, and just like they said, fast pace. We're going like one drill for the next, just right away.
You always gotta bring the energy.
All right. That's like distracting me. I have to turn around and see who that was. I'm sorry, y'all. This is live. I gotta see who that was. I had to see who that was. Next time, what advice would your brother, y'all, like I said, y'all have brothers. What advice would your brothers give you going into the season, going into opening night?
They would
going into the season.
They would tell me to just kill this shit because last year, I didn't really play that much. I played a lot some games, but some games I really didn't play that much. So this year they understand, I'm gonna be starting. They just want me to kill this shit, just kill.
My brother would my brother always tells me to just take over every game. Keep pushing yourself, keep going hard. Don't let nothing stop you. Just keep going.
Yeah, honestly, that's the same thing my brother would say. It's your senior year, big season for you. Just go out there and do you almost. Just keep going.
See, it's interesting because Talib, you got 5 brothers. So now it's like, I want to know, me, Coach Red personally, I want to know what your oldest brother, Phil Martin, would tell you coming into the season.
What Phil would tell me?
Yeah. Not Kareem and all the rest of them, Malik. Nah, I want to know what Phil would tell you.
Phil would tell me because, he's very passionate, confident. So he would tell me the same thing, just kill. Like, take over every game, like average 30. That's what he would tell me.
That I always told your dad that out of all your brothers, you remind me of Phil the most. Like I was in a barbershop with you the other day and I said, people try to tell me, oh, for the podcast, you should have Peters here, you should have Curtis here, because Curtis is coming up next. I want to, interview them to see how what's going on in the jungle. But I asked you, remember I said, Talib, do you want Curtis here? And Sean, remember, you said so stern, and those are your friends, though. You said no. And I like that attitude. I don't like that new friendly basketball that's going on and everything. So I actually loved your answer when I said, do you want Curtis to be sitting on the side here? And you said no. So that's good. And as far as you, MJ, like I always said, your brother, especially that year, when I coached Melo in Brooklyn and Brother Melo, he was so tough. He was so tough on defense. And I think when he watched you play sometimes, and me and him, we talk about you and your game, and he says the same thing that I'm thinking. Like, you don't go after it enough. Like, he was a dog on defense, like 94 feet. So I think that you should, going into the season, I think you should steal that part of him defensively, the mindset of going in. And for you, Jack, is like, it's in your blood. Like, your brother never lost on Staten Island. I have to do my homework. No basketball, he didn't lose at all. He didn't lose in CYO, he went undefeated. He didn't lose in high school. He went all the way through. So I'm definitely interested to see what's going on this year. Um, you know I gotta ask. Listen, I wouldn't be Coach Red if I didn't ask this question. You know I'm gonna ask this question. You know it's coming. What is the prediction for opening night? Because listen, St. Peter's Curtis is a great rivalry. It's good for Staten Island basketball. I look forward to it as a player. And now that I'm going, even when I was coaching, I'll be texting at halftime to see the score. What's the score? What's the score of the Curtis Peters game? So now I'm going to be there. So I want to see a show on both sides. I don't want to see no turkey burger stuff. So what's your prediction for opening night?
Like, who's gonna win?
What's your prediction for opening night? If you want
I think we're gonna win. Yeah.
convincingly, or you think it's going to be like a close game?
It could be a close game. It depends on you come out sluggish. But I think we're gonna win. I think we're ready. We should win by a good amount.
Good amount. I like that.
I think we've been waiting for this moment, with the seniors leaving. I think we have an opportunity now to just establish ourselves as the top team on the island again. And it all starts on opening night with, as you can see, Curtis got a few transfers, which are good players, Tare and Burgos. Love them. But, yeah, we've been working, and all summer we've been working. And I think it's time now to actually prove ourselves to the doubters that we belong, and that we're gonna come out with a chip again. So
Yeah, I would definitely go with off MJ said. Leave no doubt. Doubters, everybody thinks since we lost 5 seniors,
that's our motto this year.
it's gonna be a good game, but I think we're gonna come out on top.
And is interested about opening night. And like I said, I had the pleasure and I'm honored to actually coach y'all throughout your lives in these different tournaments in the city and stuff like that. So like I came across that picture. Y'all was in 7th, 8th grade. So like you said, Talib, I was at the championship game last year and y'all won, but you didn't get the minutes that you felt that you deserved. And it was a point in the game I looked over at you and you was down. So I know you and I call you Phil Martin 2.0. So I know you have something to prove. And far as you, like MJ, like, you was at Stepping Neck, things didn't work out. You came back here to Peters, you had to wait out for this whole transfer thing, and now you eager to play a complete season. I don't know what that football thing was about. Maybe your fault that. I don't know what that was about.
It wasn't him.
It was you?
Yep,
What
it
you
was
doing?
me.
Safety?
I mean, nah, it was cornerback.
Corner?
Cornerback, yeah.
You can't guard nobody on them. You can't guard Evan Dukes, man. If you guarded Evan Dukes on the wide receiver, but that's
I
another.
mean, yeah, he been playing for how many years? He been playing for?
You threw
My
Coach
first
Red.
year player.
That's what I'm saying. You threw Coach Red off. You trying to be Dion?
Yeah.
All right. It's all right. We get past that football. And for you, Clancy, it was rough last year for you. Wasn't you hurt? You was coming off an injury. Then, it's sort of hard when you're injured to get back in the groove when the coach got his rotation and the chemistry is good. So I know you have something to prove this year as well. You said you have something to prove? All
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
All right.
That's one of our mottos too.
Yeah.
STP, something to prove.
I like that motto.
We've been hearing the talk. We've been hearing everybody talk about the Dow. They don't think we're good enough. They don't think we're good. And so we're just ready to prove them wrong, Just can't wait for opening night and to just show everybody that we're still here. We're ready and that we're here to take over.
I like that talk. I like it. This part of the podcast is called Coach Red. Who cares? It's the name of it. I thought about it, but then my high school coach, wife Miss Gannon, she said, Red, I like that part. She liked Coach Red. Who cares? So I stuck with that. So I'm just gonna throw some names out there, and you could tell me the first thing that come to mind. If you want to get deep into it, you can, or whatever. First one is for Clancy. Chris Clancy.
Lights out shooter.
All right. MJ.
Can you just give him one word to describe him?
One word to describe him, or you can elaborate, whatever you want to do. Your brother Mello.
All heart and hustle. Growing up, watching him play, and seeing like the heart and hustle that he brought to every team that he played for, it meant a lot, and I learned from what he was doing, and I try to add it on to my game. He's a really big motivational person for me. Like I look up to him a lot, and so I try to just bring his defensive side to the game, so whenever I play, so that's really big time for me.
Not Omar Jenkins, I'm sorry. Kadir Martin.
Killer. Or no, role model. Last year when I played with him, he taught me he just took me under his wing last year, and that's why I'm in the position I'm in right now, because whether he would tell me keep my head up or anything, I don't think he knows how much he meant to me last year. So, role model.
That's good. Shout out to Kadir Martin. What school is he at again? Mercyhurst. So shout out Kadir Martin. Keep doing your thing. I was actually speaking to him the other day via text message. So very proud of you, Kadir. The first thing that come to your mind when you hear Coach Red?
Passionate.
Loves the game.
That's my guy.
There you have it. I'm there, guys. Shout out to St. Peter's. I really want to thank y'all for coming out, taking the time out, come chop it up with Coach Red in the barbershop. One last question. I'm sorry, y'all. Can you please tell left to right, what is your GPA in school?
I think my GPA is, I don't know, is it 3.7, 3.8?
3.7, 3.8.
My GPA is a 3.2.
3.9.
So there you have it. You also hear me always say, you can't play basketball if you don't do what you got to do in school. So one of the biggest things that I do love about you gentlemen is y'all handle your business in the classroom. Like, keep up. If you do what you got to do in the classroom, basketball gonna take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, good luck. Thank y'all for coming out to chop it up with Coach Red. I want to shout out Sean White. We got a famous DJ here. Make sure we get the famous DJ Smooth in here. We got DJ Smooth here. I feel lucky to have a famous DJ here now. Sally O, my boy Red Eye, everybody in here, Manny Fresh. Shout out to Vegan Mike. What's up, Lord? So, this is episode 3, Bigger Than Basketball, sponsored and hosted, ADG Barbershop. Next episode, we're going to have Curtis Players here. So, congratulations, fellas. Good luck this year. See y'all open tonight. No turkey burger status, all right?